Hey everybody, so this is Jonathan with 3 Car Garage again. Alright, so I guess I wanted to start off this video with showing you the rest of the stickers and companies that I support. Um, I would and will probably give individual shout outs when I do specific product explanations or installs or whatever. But for the most part, I'll just like show you guys exactly who it is that I use. So we'll start off here. And for the record, these stickers are in no specific order. So it's not like, hey, these stickers are in the back, like these companies are the worst companies that I recommend. No, when I recommend a company, like I have no question, concern, like no issues with the product that I got from them. Like 100%, like I will buy almost every product they sell. So, start back here. And then you're moving over here. And yes, there's like double stickers, and that's because some companies give more stickers than others. And yes, not all of these stickers are car parts like QR Performance. I almost said QR Racing. QR Performance makes fantastic military, law enforcement, personal equipment that I believe is absolutely essential, and what they make is fantastic. So I check them out. That's QR Performance. Um, so yeah, you got random stickers like that. Like I don't really even drink Monster. So next, come this way. We got some more. And just because like I have stickers from different manufacturers doesn't mean that I don't support that manufacturer. It just means that I may have changed that part or gone with a different product from a different manufacturer. I guess we'll walk around to the other side so you can see the rest of them. Oh, I went to Summit Racing in 2018, and I tried to get them to give this to me for free, and they said no, so I bought it. I think it's super cool because it's a 50th anniversary, and I don't know if I'm going to be around for the 100th anniversary, but 50th is pretty cool. Alright, so some of the other ones, if you can't see it, just say, hey, dude, I couldn't see that sticker. Like this one right here, like I kind of can't see it. So this is Rock Solid Motorsports, and they make, you'll see. I'll explain it, but dude, they're fucking awesome. Like, they're fucking legit. So, some local companies, some tuning companies, and then just finishing off. So, I guess that's it. So, alright. And then there's also this guy right here. Bought that. Or no, they sent that one. Marasso sent to me because they're fucking awesome, and I love every product that they make. They're like the coolest dudes or gals or people or business that does that kind of work, and I think they're legit. So they sent that to me for free. Alright, so alright, I guess it's kind of like a tight squeeze. So I guess we'll just start from the front and work our way back and try to hit everything in between. Okay. So for those of you that have been wondering why I think I got some cool ass vehicles, It's because of this right here. Like, this is the one that started it all. And so, like, this is my pride and joy. This is my baby. This is, like, you name it. Like, this is it. So this is Lucifer, my Shelby GT500. Yes, it is dusty and it's been sitting for a while, and no, it does not have a motor or trans in it, which we'll get to, but that's because I built the motor and I'm building the trans. Built motor, building trans. 1320 Junkie Performance ported with a BPS elbow welded to it. Gen 1 Ford Racing 2.3 supercharger. That's gonna be getting this bad boy to 1,000 wheel horsepower before the Nitrous. So, alright. Let me go ahead and start and go over this video. So, this is Lucifer. I've had Lucifer since 2011 because I had a alloy 07 Ford GT that I totaled in 2011, and then a month later I bought Lucifer. So when I bought Lucifer, I bought her out of Charlottesville, Virginia, before they went stupid. And she had 25,000 miles on her, and I paid $31,000 in 2011 when everybody else was asking 40 plus. And I know prices are going back up, but like, I thought it was a steal because like it was an amazing deal. Apparently some dude with a BMW traded it in a BMW dealership, and they didn't know what they had because they're incompetent or whatever. So they sold it to Ford, and Ford was like they didn't even have pictures on the website when I saw it. Like, I was like, hey, like, it was Car Gurus back in 2011, and so the guy or the dealer that was selling it to me called me back at like, I want to say 1 o'clock in the morning, and he was like, hey man, so I hear that you're interested in this Shelby GT500. I'm like, yeah dude, like I'm seriously interested in it. And he was like, okay. He was like, I'm like, you got any pictures of it? And he sent me some pictures. And because I just had a Ford GT, or a Mustang GT, I'm sorry, I had a Mustang, a 07 Mustang GT. If I said Ford GT, then that was incorrect. But because I had a 07 Mustang GT, I knew that vehicle in and out because I had modified that vehicle previously. And so this guy sent me the pictures, the stock pictures that they had, and it was a 4.6 engine. I was like, dude, that's not what I want. And he was like, no, dude, I'll get you pictures in the morning. And I'm like, okay, cool. So the morning comes, and I want to say it was like 8 or 9. This dude sends me pictures of this Shelby GT500 on the showroom floor, and I'm like, dude, that vehicle's sold. Like, no questions asked. Like, consider it sold. I don't care what it takes. And he was like, okay. And so I did all the paperwork over the phone, and because I was in the Marine Corps and all that stuff, like, and going through school, going through ITC, which if you don't know is the individual training course for MARSOC Raiders. And so I was going through that, and so I had to go to the field for a week, and like a week later, or that week, or that weekend, I hit up my friend, and I was like, hey dude, you want to drive me 5 hours up to Charlottesville, Virginia? He was like, sure. And so we drive up there, and all the paperwork's already done. All I got to do is sign. I sign it, vehicle's mine. And then I get on the highway, and I hit the clutch. And what I didn't know is that one of the wires going to the radio had got yanked by the clutch. And so it was under warranty because I just bought it. And so I took it to Sanders Ford down here in Jacksonville, and they had to diagnose it. And so their dude was in there looking at it for, I want to say, about 2 days. He ended up finding it, reconnecting it, and then they were like, hey, it's $483. And I'm like, it's not $483 for me. I got warranty. I'm like, that's between you and Charlottesville, Virginia Ford. It's not my fault. And so I was never allowed to get warranty work done at Sanders Ford again. And I don't care because I don't have any warranties on my vehicle. So that's how I ended up getting the Shelby. I took it to the track after having it for about a month, and the technical service bulletin saying that the clutch master cylinder or the slave would blow out. Like, I did that at the track, and then I limped it home in second to my friend's house, and it sat there for a month, and then another friend, and we put in a McLeod clutch and all that stuff. So been through a lot. But to give you a rundown of the current status of the car, it has a rock solid Motorsport front half kit. So as you see, all this and all that is MIA. This is my heat shield for my DD, i.e. Donkey Dick 149, made by 1320 Junkie Performance. I believe it's sold by Lethal Performance now, but back then it was made and sold by Jason, who's a cool friend. So I've been to his house and he gave me pizza. He's awesome. And then I've been begging for that Connecticut pizza ever since, and he's been holding out like a motherfucker. I've been trying to get it forever, and he won't give it to me. So, yes, I've been to New York, and I've had New York pizza, and I lived in Chicago, so I've had deep dish pizza. Connecticut pizza is still the best pizza I've ever had in my entire life. And I swear to God, I'll put money on that. Or that restaurant that Jason got that Connecticut pizza from was fire. So, alright. So, rock solid Motorsport front half kit. Yes, it is rusty because I have not had it painted yet. Obviously, it's already welded to the car because I took it to them and had them weld it directly. It was the first kit they did, so if you go on their website or you watch their YouTube video, then you will see them cutting up this car. It has my own personal built fuel system, so it's not anybody's fuel system. Yes, it still has to be cut. It also has, I forget who made it. I bought it off a guy on Facebook. A progressive controller that's wired in right here that sits right there by the dash for Nitrous. It's already plumbed for Nitrous lines. It has BMR's entire catalog. So if there's anything from BMR that you have questions about, I've had everything on their entire catalog. And then custom wires that I'm doing to make it look sexy. So this is a 1314 GT500 radiator with the fan vents, because those are better than the 07 to 12 radiators, because they don't have those fancy vents or whatever. And so yes, I bought into that. It has Silver Horse Racing painted window levers. It has eBay 1112 style, or 101112 style taillights. BMR parachute mount. Marasso Kill switch, wired in custom by me. PNR, dual intercooler tank, and 2-gallon nitrous fuel cell. This was the first one that he built like this, and so yes, the design is a little off, but you know what? Still gets the job done. So then you have the nitrous bottle holder, and I'm going to get a nano nitrous system, so I don't have to worry about heating the bottle. If you don't know what nano nitrous is, you should check them out. That's a super awesome company, and their stuff is super legit. And then you have a Marasso. Like I said, I love Marasso, but a Marasso red battery box that I had rock solid Motorsport mountain and bolt in. We're gonna go in from the driver's side. So yeah, I got the key in my pocket. All right. If you want to look under here, it has strange shocks, BMR suspension, BMR watch link, BMR lower control arms. I believe those are. Oh, I forget who makes those stainless steel lines. ARP studs, and then it has airlift, air drag suspension, so specifically set up for drag racing. Alright, so inside, let's start off. The door panel has been reupholstered with perforated suede, as well as the seats. I have 11 12s, or these are out of a 12 GT500 Recaro seats, and then I had the centers modified not to a, this is the 07 to 09 2-inch, quarter-inch stitching that comes on the stock 07 to 09 seats, but it's modified into the Recaro seats with red stitching to match the red stitching on the steering wheel and the red stitching on the shifter, which is also a custom shifter. So the shifter and the seats and the door panels were all done by my friend Chris, owner of Carolina Auto Upholstery, which hopefully we'll be having some great products coming out of really soon. Then I also have the rear seats done by Chris in the same way. Let me see, can I turn on? Nope. I'll get pictures of these and post them up on the Facebook page. There's the passenger seat right there. So we'll come here to inside the car. So Silver Horse Racing, Nitrous Express, gauge mount switch pod that I custom wired myself, and the wires are everywhere. I might be able to pop it out, maybe, so you can see. Nope, I'm not even gonna mess with that right now, because that's, if those come out, I'm gonna be so upset. Speed of sound gauge pod, triple gauge pod right here. So speed of sound triple gauge pod with oil pressure gauge, boost gauge, and air fuel ratio gauge. For the life of me, I cannot remember the company that makes those gauges, but what I will do is as soon as I upload the video, I will add them on there, because as you can see, the gauges completely black out when off right there, and they have the silver bezel ring to match the satin silver bezel ring, so it's not chrome, it's just regular silver. And then this is an auto pen Carroll Shelby signature. The story about that is I did request that as soon as I bought the car. I sent in the request to get a signed dash plaque by Carroll Shelby. Due to his health, 4 months into the waiting process, they sent me a letter and they said, hey, due to his health, he won't be able to sign it. Is there something else that you would like? Like, they said, we can offer you a full refund, or we can offer you an auto pen signature and a Carroll Shelby book and a $75 gift card to Shelby America. And I went ahead and took that option because I still wanted Carroll Shelby's name on his car. And so even though it's auto pen, it's still legit. And then I put a sticker right there to honor him. I have no idea where all this water mold is coming from on my seats. Mildew. Huh. I'm going to have to clean those. That's alright. It's a good thing they're leather. And I don't eat those seats. And probably leave the doors open to let it get some air, maybe. Oh, and then this is a Dyno Tune Nitrous pressure gauge. And you can just stick that and it blacks out as well. All my gauges are blue. I think that's it because I don't have a radio or anything in here. I do have other parts for interior pieces for all that. But yeah, I did say I'm going to leave that open. So, as you saw, the interior is missing. But that's because I did have a Maxim Motorsport 6-point cage in there. And I love that cage, but I wanted something lighter. So I asked Rock Solid Motorsports, and they gave me a fantastic business that makes great cages out of chromoly that I'm going to get later on down the road. So I even got the Maxim Motorsport body mounts so that I can buy that cage, then cut it up and custom build my own cage. I do have powder coated 20-inch stiletto wheels. These are Rough Racing R948s, 20 by 8s on the front and then 20 by 10s on the back. They sit on Nitto Embo 255, 35, 20, and then 295, 35, 20s are the rear tire size. And then underneath, these are my Bogarts. So I'll just let those be for now. I do have other plans for the car, but I don't have the monies for those plans. So, not really a high priority. Like, we are going to take the car to a internet friend who paints cars in Texas in the middle of October. So, look out for those videos because we're going to be telling the Shelby, and that'll be the first time she's moved since she was at my friend's shop in North Carolina. So, that's a whole 25 minute video. I think this video is going to be awesome. Hopefully it takes off. If not, readjust. So, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, follow, do all that fun jazz. Bye.